Good morning. If you're over 70 and you've noticed that getting out of bed feels harder than it used to, you're not imagining things. Something real is happening inside your body, and most doctors never mention it. After age 70, muscle loss doesn't just continue, it accelerates. Studies show that seniors can lose up to 8% of their muscle mass every single decade after 70. That's not a small number. That's the difference between walking confidently to your mailbox and worrying about whether your legs will hold you steady. But here's what almost no one talks about. The first 10 minutes after you wake up are the most critical window for your muscles. When you open your eyes in the morning, your muscles aren't fully awake yet. They've been lying dormant for hours. Blood flow has slowed. Certain stabilizer muscles, the ones that keep you balanced, have essentially turned off overnight. And if you don't wake them up properly, they stay sluggish all day long. That's why so many seniors feel stiff, wobbly, or weak in the morning. It's not just age. It's because your muscles haven't been activated yet. Now, I want you to think about this. Have you ever gotten out of bed too quickly and felt a little unsteady? Maybe you grabbed the nightstand or the wall for support. Maybe your knees felt tight or your hips didn't move the way they should. That's not weakness. That's your body telling you that your muscles need a wake-up call. And the good news, the truly exciting news, is that you can change this. You can switch your muscles back on with just 3 minutes of simple, safe movements that anyone can do right from their bed or bedside. This isn't about heavy exercise. It's not about sweating or pushing yourself to exhaustion. This is about gentle, intentional activation. Think of it like turning on a light switch. Your muscles have the power. They just need the signal to turn on. And when you give them that signal first thing in the morning, everything changes. Your balance improves. Your energy increases. You feel more confident taking those first steps. And over time, you start to notice that walking, standing, and moving through your day becomes easier again. So many seniors accept stiffness and weakness as part of aging. They think, well, I'm 75 now. This is just how it is. But that's not true. Muscle loss is common, yes. But it's not inevitable, and it's never too late to wake your muscles back up. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why your muscles slow down after 70, what happens to them overnight, and most importantly, how to activate them every single morning so you can move with strength, stability, and confidence again. Let's begin. Let's talk about what's really happening inside your body after age 70. There's a medical term for age-related muscle loss, and it's called sarcopenia. Now, don't let that word intimidate you. All it means is that as we age, our muscle fibers start to shrink and become less responsive. It's a natural process, but it doesn't have to control your life. Here's how it works. When you're younger, your body constantly rebuilds muscle tissue. You move, you exercise, you go about your day, and your muscles repair and strengthen themselves naturally. But after age 70, this rebuilding process slows down significantly. Your body doesn't produce as much of the proteins and hormones needed to maintain muscle mass. At the same time, the muscle fibers you do have become smaller and weaker. Some fibers even stop working altogether. This is why simple activities like standing from a chair, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries can start to feel more difficult. But muscle loss isn't the only problem. Your balance system also changes. Inside your muscles, there are tiny sensors called proprioceptors. These sensors tell your brain where your body is in space. They help you stay steady when you walk, catch yourself if you stumble, and adjust your posture without thinking about it. After 70, these sensors become less sensitive. Your brain doesn't get the signals as quickly, and your muscles don't respond as fast. That's why falls become more common. It's not that you're clumsy. It's that your muscle communication system has slowed down. Joint stiffness also plays a role. As you age, the cartilage in your joints wears down, and the fluid that keeps them lubricated decreases. This makes movement feel stiffer, especially in the morning. Your hips, knees, and ankles don't glide as smoothly as they used to. And when your joints are stiff, your muscles have to work even harder just to move you through basic tasks. Over time, this creates a cycle. Stiff joints lead to less movement. Less movement leads to weaker muscles, and weaker muscles lead to more stiffness. Now, let's talk about what happens overnight. When you sleep, your body goes into rest mode. Your heart rate slows, your circulation decreases, and the muscles that support your posture and balance, your glutes, your core, your hip stabilizers, essentially shut down. They're not contracting. They're not engaged. They're just lying there, inactive. This is normal during sleep. But when you wake up, those muscles don't automatically turn back on. They need a signal. They need movement. And if you don't give them that signal, they stay sluggish. There's also a hormonal factor. After 70, your body produces less growth hormone and testosterone, both of which are essential for maintaining muscle strength. This doesn't mean you can't build muscle anymore. It just means your body needs more intentional stimulation to keep those muscles active and strong. Here's the most important thing I want you to understand. Muscle loss is not a life sentence. Yes, it's common. Yes, it happens to most seniors. But it's not irreversible. Your muscles still have the ability to grow, to strengthen, and to respond to movement. You just have to use them. And the best time to start using them is the moment you wake up. Because when you activate your muscles in the morning, you're not just waking them up for that moment. You're setting the tone for the entire day. You're telling your body, we're strong, we're stable, we're ready to move, and your body will respond. There's a problem that affects millions of seniors every single morning, and almost no one talks about it. It's called overnight muscle shutdown. And it's one of the biggest reasons why so many seniors struggle with balance, stiffness, and falls. Here's what happens. When you sleep, your body is designed to rest and repair itself. Your muscles relax completely. Your core muscles, which normally hold your spine stable, go quiet. Your glute muscles, which control your hips and help you walk, stop firing. Your stabilizer muscles, the small, deep muscles around your joints that keep you balanced, turn off. This is perfectly normal during sleep. Your body needs that deep rest. But here's the problem. When you wake up, those muscles don't automatically turn back on. They stay in that dormant, relaxed state until you actively engage them. And if you don't engage them, if you just roll out of bed and start walking without any activation, your body is moving on muscles that are still half asleep. Your balance is compromised. Your joints aren't fully supported, and your risk of falling or injuring yourself goes way up. Think about the first few steps you take in the morning. Do they feel a little uncertain? Do you shuffle your feet or reach for something to steady yourself? That's because your stabilizer muscles haven't woken up yet. Your brain is sending signals, but the muscles aren't responding quickly enough. It's like trying to drive a car with cold tires on an icy road. Everything feels slower, less controlled, less stable. And this doesn't just affect your morning. If your muscles stay sluggish and unactivated, that weakness follows you through the entire day. You might notice that your knees feel weak when you walk. Your hips might feel tight or painful. You might feel tired even though you've barely done anything. That's because your muscles never fully turned on. They've been working at half capacity all day, and that drains your energy and increases your risk of injury. There's also the mental side of this. When you feel unsteady in the morning, it affects your confidence. You start to hesitate before standing up. You worry about losing your balance. You avoid certain movements because they feel risky. And over time, that hesitation turns into fear. Fear turns into inactivity. And inactivity makes the muscle loss even worse. It's a vicious cycle. But here's the good news. You can break that cycle. You can wake your muscles up every single morning with just a few simple, intentional movements. You don't need equipment. You don't need to go to a gym. You don't even need to get out of bed right away. You just need to spend 3 minutes activating the muscles that matter most. And when you do, everything changes. Your balance improves. Your confidence returns. And you start your day feeling strong, stable, and ready to move. That's what morning muscle activation is all about. All right, now it's time for the most important part, the routine itself. This is a simple, safe, 3-minute morning muscle activation sequence designed specifically for seniors over 70. You can do this entire routine while sitting on the edge of your bed or standing next to it for support. There's no rushing. There's no strain. Just slow, controlled movements that wake up your muscles and prepare your body to move with confidence. Let's start with ankle pumps. Before you even stand up, while you're still sitting or lying down, point your toes forward as far as you comfortably can, then pull them back toward your shins. Do this slowly, 10 times for each foot. This movement wakes up the muscles in your calves and shins, improves circulation in your lower legs, and helps prevent that heavy, stiff feeling when you first stand. Your ankles are the foundation of your balance, so we start there. Next, we move to glute activation. Sit on the edge of your bed with your feet flat on the floor. Now, squeeze your glute muscles, your buttocks, as tight as you can and hold for 3 seconds. Then release and relax. Repeat this 10 times. You don't need to lift your hips yet. Just squeeze and release. This wakes up the glutes, which are some of the most important muscles for walking, standing, and balance. Many seniors have glutes that barely activate anymore because they sit so much. This simple squeeze brings them back to life. Now we're going to add a gentle hip lift. From that same seated position, place your hands beside you on the bed for support. Squeeze your glutes again, and this time, lift your hips just an inch or 2 off the bed. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower back down. Do this 5 times. This movement strengthens your glutes, your core, and your hip stabilizers all at once. It's safe, low impact, and incredibly effective. Next, let's activate your hip flexors and quads with wall-assisted marching. Stand up slowly, using the bed or a sturdy surface for support. Stand next to a wall and place one hand on it for balance. Now, lift one knee up toward your chest, just as high as feels comfortable. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower it back down. Then do the same with the other leg. Go slow. Control the movement. Do 5 lifts on each side. This wakes up the muscles in the front of your thighs and your hip flexors, which help you lift your legs when you walk and climb stairs. Now let's engage your core and posture muscles. Stand tall, with your hands still on the wall if you need it. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, gently pull your belly button in toward your spine. Not hard, just a gentle tightening. Hold for 3 seconds, then relax. Do this 5 times. This activates your deep core muscles, which support your spine and help you stand upright without slouching. Strong posture muscles reduce back pain and improve your overall stability. Finally, let's wake up your upper body with gentle shoulder blade engagement. Stand tall, arms relaxed at your sides. Now, squeeze your shoulder blades together behind you, as if you're trying to hold a pencil between them. Hold for 3 seconds, then release. Do this 5 times. This activates the muscles in your upper back, improves your posture, and prevents that forward slump position that so many seniors develop. It also opens up your chest and helps you breathe more deeply. And that's it. That's the full 3-minute morning muscle activation routine. Ankle pumps, glute squeezes, hip lifts, wall-assisted marching, core engagement, and shoulder blade squeezes. Each movement is slow, controlled, and safe. You're not trying to break a sweat. You're just waking up the muscles that keep you strong, balanced, and mobile. Now, here's what I want you to remember. This routine is most effective when you do it every single morning, right after you wake up, before you make breakfast, before you start your day. Just 3 minutes to turn your muscles on. Over time, this becomes automatic. Your body will start to crave it. You'll notice that you feel more energized, more stable, and more confident throughout the day. And the best part? You can do this routine at your own pace. If a movement feels too hard, do fewer repetitions. If it feels easy, you can add more. Listen to your body. It will guide you. Now, let's talk about why this routine is so effective. What's actually happening inside your body when you do these movements? And why does it make such a big difference in how you feel and move throughout the day? First, let's talk about muscle fiber activation. Your muscles are made up of thousands of tiny fibers. When a muscle is resting, those fibers are relaxed and not contracting. But when you perform a controlled movement, like squeezing your glutes or lifting your knee, you send a signal from your brain down through your nerves to those muscle fibers. That signal tells them to contract, to engage, to turn on. The more you activate those fibers, the more responsive they become. Over time, they start to fire more easily and more powerfully. This is how you rebuild strength, even after 70. Next, circulation. When you sleep, your blood flow slows down, especially in your legs and extremities. That's why your feet and hands might feel cold or stiff in the morning. When you do movements like ankle pumps and hip lifts, you increase blood flow to those areas. Fresh, oxygenated blood rushes into your muscles, bringing nutrients and energy. This not only makes your muscles feel more awake, it also reduces stiffness, decreases inflammation, and speeds up recovery from any soreness or tightness. There's also the nervous system connection. Your muscles don't work alone. They rely on your nervous system to send and receive signals. After a night of sleep, those neural pathways are sluggish. They need to be reawakened. When you perform slow, intentional movements, you're essentially reestablishing the connection between your brain and your muscles. You're reminding your nervous system how to coordinate balance, stability, and movement. This is especially important for preventing falls. The faster your nervous system can react, the better your balance will be. Now, let's talk about the difference between stretching and activation. Many seniors think that stretching in the morning is enough. And while stretching does help with flexibility, it doesn't activate your muscles. Stretching lengthens the muscle, but activation makes it contract and engage. You need both, but activation is more important for stability and strength. When you activate a muscle, you're training it to work, to support your joints, and to respond when you need it. That's why this routine focuses on controlled contractions, not just passive stretches. Another benefit is joint protection. When your muscles are strong and activated, they take pressure off your joints. Your knees, hips, and ankles don't have to bear all the load by themselves. The muscles around those joints act like shock absorbers, reducing wear and tear and decreasing pain. This is why seniors who do regular muscle activation often report less joint pain and stiffness over time. Finally, there's the metabolic boost. When you activate your muscles, you increase your metabolism. Your body starts burning more calories, even at rest. This helps with weight management, energy levels, and overall vitality. It's a small effect, but over weeks and months, it adds up. So when you do this 3-minute routine every morning, you're not just waking up your muscles. You're improving circulation, sharpening your nervous system, protecting your joints, and boosting your metabolism. You're setting your entire body up for a stronger, safer, more energized day. And that's why it works. Now, let's talk about what you can expect when you start doing this routine every single morning. Most seniors notice real, tangible improvements within just 7 to 14 days. These aren't imaginary benefits. These are measurable changes in how your body moves and how you feel. The first thing you'll probably notice is smoother walking. After just a few days of morning activation, your legs will feel more responsive. Your steps will feel more controlled. You won't shuffle as much. Your stride will lengthen slightly. That's because your hip flexors, glutes, and stabilizer muscles are waking up and working together the way they should. Walking becomes less effortful and more natural. You'll also notice reduced morning stiffness. Instead of feeling like your body is locked up when you first get out of bed, you'll feel more limber, more mobile, more ready to move. Your joints will glide more smoothly. Your muscles won't feel as tight. This is because you're improving circulation and reactivating those dormant muscle fibers every single morning. Better posture is another big benefit. When you activate your core and your upper back muscles daily, you'll start to stand taller without even thinking about it. You'll notice that you're not slouching as much. Your shoulders will sit back instead of rounding forward. And better posture doesn't just look good. It improves your breathing, reduces back pain, and makes all movement easier. Increased leg strength is something you'll feel when you climb stairs or stand up from a chair. Those movements that used to feel hard or shaky will start to feel more solid, more confident. That's because your quads, glutes, and hip stabilizers are getting stronger and more responsive. You're training them every single morning, and they're responding. And then there's the confidence factor. When you feel steadier on your feet, when you trust your balance, when you know your muscles are awake and engaged, you move through your day with more confidence. You don't hesitate as much. You don't worry as much about falling. You feel capable again. And that psychological boost is just as important as the physical improvements. The key to seeing these benefits is consistency. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to do the routine flawlessly. But if you do it most mornings 5, 6, 7 days a week, you will see results. Small daily activations accumulate into big mobility improvements. Your body will adapt. Your muscles will strengthen. And over time, you'll realize that you're moving better now than you were a month ago. That's the power of daily activation. That's what this routine can do for you. For those of you who want just a little extra strength work before you even get out of bed, I got a bonus 1-minute routine you can add on. This is completely optional, but it's a great way to build additional leg and core strength while you're still lying down. Let's start with quad activation. Lie on your back with your legs extended. Tighten the muscles on the top of your thighs, your quads, and push the back of your knees down into the bed. Hold for 5 seconds, then relax. Do this 5 times. This simple contraction strengthens your quads and prepares them for weight-bearing activities. Next, light core bracing. Still lying on your back, place your hands on your lower belly. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, gently brace your core as if you're preparing to cough. Don't push hard, just a gentle tightening. Hold for 3 seconds, then relax. Do this 5 times. This activates your deep core muscles and stabilizes your spine. Finally, controlled breathing for energy. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose for a count of 4. Hold it for 2 seconds. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Do this 3 times. This calms your nervous system, increases oxygen flow, and gives you a mental and physical energy boost before you start your day. That's it. 1 minute. Quad activation, core bracing, and controlled breathing. You can do this right before the main 3-minute routine or on days when you want a little extra strength work. The goal is consistency, not perfection. Even small efforts add up over time. And the more you engage your muscles, the stronger and more capable they become. Before we finish, I want to leave you with one final thought. Your strongest years are not behind you. I know it might feel that way sometimes. I know there are mornings when you wake up and your body feels stiff, weak, or uncooperative. But I promise you, strength can be rebuilt. Stability can be regained. Confidence can return. It doesn't matter if you're 70, 80, or 90. Your muscles still respond. They still adapt. They still want to work for you. You just have to give them the signal. This 3-minute morning routine is that signal. It's your way of telling your body, we're not done yet. We're still strong. We're still capable. And when you do it every single day, your body will believe you. It will respond. You'll start to feel steadier, more energized, more alive. And those small improvements will grow into something bigger, more independence, more freedom, more joy and movement. I want you to try this routine tomorrow morning. Just 3 minutes. Don't overthink it. Don't worry about doing it perfectly. Just move slowly, intentionally, and with purpose. Notice how your body feels afterward. Notice how your day unfolds. And then do it again the next morning and the next. Because consistency is where the magic happens. You are stronger than you think. You are more capable than you've been told. And it's never, ever too late to take control of your health, your strength, and your future. So wake up those muscles, activate your body, and step into each day with the confidence and stability you deserve. Your best mornings are still ahead of you. Let's make them count.